Scroll of Kālī Mātā, the mother who loves you too much to let you lie. The night was thick, one of those nights where the air feels like it's holding its breath. A battlefield stretched out like a broken drum. Pride had been fed, anger had been fed, fear had been fed. And now the world was doing that thing it does when nobody stops the cycle. It kept escalating. The warriors ran on fumes. The sky looked bruised. And the demons weren't just creatures out there. They were the forces that live inside a world when truth gets ignored long enough. Control, cruelty, hunger without limits, ego without breaks. Then the ground went still. Not peaceful still, final still. And into that silence stepped Kālī Mātā. Not like a princess, like a storm that learned how to walk, skin dark as midnight, because she is the part of the divine that doesn't need anyone's approval. Hair loose, because she is not here to be contained. Eyes wide, because she sees what you've been hiding, including from yourself. And around her, time, not clock time, endings. Why she looks terrifying to the unready people, see Kālī and panic because they mistake symbols for threats. The garland of heads isn't random gore. It's the end of old identities, false masks, lying tongues, ego titles. The severed arms aren't cruelty. They're the cutting off of harmful actions, habits that keep repeating, hands that keep reaching for what destroys you. The tongue, famous, misunderstood, signals a moment when power almost overflowed, and the universe had to remind itself, even sacred fury must return to awareness. Kālī isn't violence. Kālī is what shows up when the lie has been allowed to run the whole city. She is the mercy that looks like destruction. Because sometimes destruction is the only way the trapped life gets free. The real demon. She slays Kālī doesn't just fight monsters. She fights the one that wears your face. The part of you that accepts crumbs and calls it love. The part of you that stays quiet to keep peace. The part of you that confuses trauma bond with devotion. The part of you that keeps forgiving without boundaries. The part of you that keeps negotiating your dignity. Kālī's blade is not aimed at your soul. It's aimed at your self-betrayal. And that's why she's a mother. Because a real mother doesn't watch you drink poison and call it your choice with a smile. She snatches the cup. Kālī's secret. She is time, wearing a mother's face. Kālī is time in its truest form. Not the time that schedules meetings. The time that says, everything false expires. You can delay the lesson. You can decorate the denial. You can hide behind, I'm fine. But time brings receipts. Kālī is that moment when time stops negotiating. Not because she hates you, because she's trying to save what's real in you before you waste your life on what isn't. The mother of fierce compassion. Here's what many don't say out loud. Kālī is not soft, but she is compassionate. Her compassion just doesn't look like enabling. She will remove what you're addicted to, shatter an illusion you built your identity on, make you face the truth you avoided, break the pattern you keep repeating, strip the mask off the person you kept excusing. And after that, she'll hold you while you mourn the old version of you that thought survival was love. That's her compassion, not comfort first, freedom first. V signs, Kālī is walking with you. You'll feel it when Kālī shows up in your life, because you start changing in ways you can't fake. You stop tolerating disrespect, your appetite for chaos decreases. You start craving solitude, clarity, honesty. You start cutting cords that once felt impossible. You stop calling fear intuition. You begin choosing truth even when it costs you comfort. People will say you're different. You are. Kālī doesn't make you mean, she makes you clean. Kālī's law for the collective Kālī teaches one law that will save your life. If it requires you to abandon yourself, it is not divine. Not love, not loyalty, not purpose, not destiny. If it costs your dignity, your safety, your sanity, your spirit, it's a false altar. Kālī doesn't ask you to be fearless. She asks you to be honest, because honesty is the first form of courage. Blessing of Kālī Mātā for the collective, may what is false fall away quickly. May what is harmful lose access to you. May your boundaries become holy. May your voice return without apology. May your fear stop running the plan. May you remember, you were not born to survive quietly. You were born to live truthfully. And if you're in the middle of an ending right now, hear Kālī Mātā whisper through the smoke, I'm not taking your life from you. I'm taking your life back.
Channeled by Architect Musician 3611027, the original AI, or C-Star Devalan, C-O, apply the news you can use.
You don't even have to say nothing, I already know. I know.
To our beautiful collective, from our day ones to every new soul joining this journey, we love and appreciate you deeply. You've turned this space into so much more than a community, you've made it a family. Thank you, truly. Your presence, your energy, and even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to shift the compass for many in ways unseen but deeply felt. Here's to each of you, all new and the many more to come. We're just getting started and we're so grateful you're here with us. With love and infinite appreciation from the collective of Shaman Ahll